Hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is Real Tarot. This is for people who are serious thinkers, who are not interested in the unicorn, lollipop, rainbow kinds of tarot readings that 99% of the tarot readings are all about. We're focused on, without a doubt, at least certainly in the modern era, that is the last 7,000 years of recorded history, this is probably the most historic time ever. You can feel it, you know it, you can sense it. And in fact, in a lot of ways, that feeling, that sense, that vibration or frequency overwhelms people. And they're at that point right now. I think there is a rebound spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. People have kind of dealt with the shock of being lied to, misused, abused, manipulated for a long time. I mean, centuries. But that first round of realization, which caught most people about 4 years ago, my antenna kind of went up with the assassination of John Kennedy, Martin Luther King, Robert Kennedy. But I didn't fully realize the impact or the potential until 9/11. Because what I saw and what I heard off the main storyline just didn't fit. So 4 years ago, when the stuff really hit the fan, it shocked me, but it didn't surprise me. For a lot of people, that was the critical moment where you had to face the fact that you're getting screwed. They're not apologizing. They're not regretful. They're not one bit sorry. This is the plan. And to come to that realization messed up a lot of people. But slowly, more and more people are beginning to get their equilibrium back. And that's what tarot is all about. Tarot deals with the individual. That is why, after doing tarot for over 20 years, I have come to the understanding that tarot is the science of potential. You focus on a frequency, not a bunch of frequencies. We weren't made to focus on a bunch of frequencies. You target. You focus. You hone in on one frequency, and you develop that. You work with that. That's the key. So, that's what we do in this reading. There's not any obfuscation. There's no moving parts. You don't have to see me. I'm an old man. I'm not attractive. You don't give a damn anyway. Not the point. I want you to use your imagination. Listen to the words, close your eyes, meditate, go get a cup of coffee, a sandwich, whatever the hell it is. You can still listen. And in simply listening, you enhance your ability to manifest, because manifesting is building the pictures inside your own head, not a computer, smartphone, or any of this other crap. In fact, I just read an article a couple of days ago about a guy who very much is involved in AI and has been very involved in computer technology. And he said, and I can't remember the reason, but there was a period of about a week where he disconnected himself from all this electronic crap. Didn't sit in front of a screen, didn't plug in phone, whatever, for 4 or 5 days a week, something like that. And he said he noticed at the end of that time how much better he felt, how much clearer his thinking was. His spirits were lifted. This was a revelation. Appropriate to the time, I might add. But that's the point. That's where we find ourselves. And that's why the idea of tarot, individualizing energy, frequency to you, is so critical. So I realized that tarot is the science of potential. We have astrology, numerology, which are the science of cycles. You know, the cycles, you can kind of guess the activity, the energy in any given period. I've done tarot and I've done astrology and numerology for over 50 years. I'm not getting into the weeds. First of all, the weeds tend to obscure the picture. Secondly, I want you to have a clear understanding. If indeed numerology and astrology are the science of cycles, you now have kind of an advantage because you understand at any given time what the foundation is, what the foundational energy is, what are you working from, what platform. For example, Pluto is the planet of evolution. So, it takes about 250 years to go all the way around the solar system and come back to a particular spot. July 4th, 1776, Pluto was in a certain position. The last degrees of Capricorn, earliest degrees of Aquarius. Guess where it is right now, 250 years later? Same spot. Same spot. Wow. You go back 250 years before that, it was around 1500 or so when Europe discovered North America and decided to conquer it. Both of those things, Pluto coming back to its same spot 250 years later and making things different. Earth changing. So we have that going on now. In fact, our 250th birthday in America is going to be July 4th, 2026. That's how long I give the new administration to show us that they give a damn about the middle class and the poor. And after that, I'm willing to throw them out and start all over again, 1776 style. And right now, with the Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde still feeling the effects, certainly, of the eclipse, there's stuff coming out of Washington. There are signals coming out of Washington that bother me immensely. But I realize with Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde, and the eclipse, I cannot invest in what I am feeling or thinking right now. Let the situation play itself out. Let's get to the end of April into May. We'll see things better, more clearly. But boy, I'm tempted. Which is what retrograde planets, especially Mercury and Venus, do. They go, I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go. And then you do it, and then as soon as those planets go direct again, holy shit, what was I thinking? Fact is, I wasn't. I was simply reacting. So that's what I'm doing now. But you see, when Pluto was in the spot it is right now, that last time was the Declaration of Independence time. Go back farther than that, that's when Europe decided to invade America. You see the changes. So guess what might be ahead for us? Oh, here's another one. The planet Uranus is a planet of revolution, literally revolution, surprises. It goes in 84-year cycles. If you go back 84 years, you get World War II. You go back 84 years from that, you get Civil War. You go back 84 years from the Civil War, you get the Revolutionary War. So Pluto and Uranus are in a very favorable position for getting into serious mischief, just like they've been in the past. And in both cases, we have the wars, whether it's World War II, whether it's the Civil War, whether it's the Revolutionary War, it doesn't make any difference. The cycles repeat. So now we insert tarot, manifesting. Let's take a look at the energy in this time from this platform. We have the 4 cards lined up that are tarot cards. The one in the middle is the oracle card. It kind of sets the mood, and it says new life. Well, doesn't that fit with the things I just talked about? World War II, Civil War, Revolutionary War. Even the idea of Europe invading America back in the 1500s. New life. The number over in the left-hand side is 39. 3 is lining up the energies of your mind, body, spirit. Like a good functioning gasoline engine. Got an 8-cylinder, man. You got all those cylinders lined up and they're firing in the proper order. Man, it's fabulous. Well, that's kind of sort of what we're talking about here with the 3. Your mind, your body, your spirit. That's the human trinity. Mind, body, spirit, energies all lining up. Easy to say, very difficult to do. Next number is a 9, coming to an end. You do the 3 and 9, they come to 12, which again, you do the 1 and 2, it's a 3. So the big challenge in today's reading for those people who resonate is to line up their human trinity, their mind, body, spirit energies. Get the frequencies all together, because this is a time to upgrade. This is a time for a new life. You just had a rundown of the astrology. You know what the energies are. Revolution, evolution. Same two planets are highly effective in action right now, and going to be for a while. So, we got this Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde, got the eclipse. You're seeing stuff, you're feeling stuff. Don't trust it. You're not seeing the full picture yet. It will make more sense as we get into early May. Doesn't mean the issue is going to be resolved. It just means that you're going to see it more clearly, more accurately. You got the revolution, evolution energies going. And now the tarot says new life energy. Time to upgrade. This is your chance, according to today's meme. Don't trade your authenticity for approval. There's a tremendous push by the people who are running the world to have everybody conform. Do what we tell you, think what we tell you, be what we tell you. The meme says, don't trade authenticity for approval, because this is your time to upgrade. This is a time for a new life. And we go all the way to the left, we see the Lovers. That's an important card, but it doesn't necessarily mean what you would first think, first blush. The Lovers talk about relationships, harmony, but the first love in your life needs to be you. And I don't mean that in a narcissistic sense. You need to love, appreciate yourself. Most narcissists hate themselves, don't like themselves, despise themselves, so they have to tear down and tear apart everybody else. Same thing, by the way, with every single billionaire that I am aware of. They're sick bastards. Every single one. If you make $1 billion and that isn't enough, you're sick. There's a hole in your soul, and the money is not going to fill it. What will fill it is self-acceptance, self-love, self-encouragement. Love yourself. Truly respect and love yourself. And if you love the life that is you, you can love the life that is other people. And the next card kind of highlights that too. It's the Four of Cups. You see a ship way off. 4 cups spilled, turned over, empty. We have no love for ourselves. Not surprising, we've been turned into numbers. We've been turned into algorithms. All you are is a number. A casual friend of mine, and I emphasize casual, Bob Seger, wrote a song, Feel Like a Number. Now, when he did it in the 70s, everybody thought he was talking about marijuana. That's, I'm going to have a number. I don't know. With your social security number, your algorithms that run your life, you are nothing more than a number. And people know that. They can feel that. That's why the 4 empty cups. That's why the Lover's card. We have lost contact with ourselves. But it is time for an upgrade. Time for a new life. Got that, as I was saying, the Pluto-Uranus stuff working together and other things. Next 2 cards are related. We got the 8 of Swords and the 2 of Swords. 2s always mean decisions. And right now, you see that person has their arms across their heart, blocking their emotions, and their eyes are covered. They know they have to make a decision, and they don't know what the hell to decide anything about. That's what this card is saying. I got to make a decision about what? How am I going to make the decision? I have nothing to go on. And the 8 of Swords, just before that, talks about a lack of direction, powerlessness, limiting beliefs. You bought the game. You bought the bullshit, just like I did, everybody else did. and you found out it's not true. They're lying to you, and it's not just lying, they're trying to hurt you. So at this point, taking the Pluto-Uranus energy, working towards a new life, realizing this is a time for an upgrade, you have to make a decision. And again, as you see on the card here, they got nothing to go on. Not the usual stuff. Do you notice all the water behind them? That's emotion, that's spirit. You have inner guidance. But you ignore it, in part because we've been programmed to ignore it. We've been programmed to cheapen ourselves to the point of being useless and worthless. But don't trade your authenticity for approval. Time to upgrade. Time for a new life. You see the energies. You know what's there. If this is resonating with you, it's a green light. Don't think about it. Be like that Two of Swords. I can't see. I'm blocking my heart. I got nothing. And yet I still have to make a decision. Hold off on it. Got the Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde. We got the eclipse. Wait till we get to the 1st of May, middle of May maybe. I know you're tempted. I've been too. But too many times in my 75 years have I seen myself and others go, let's say with a retrograde. Venus, I want to buy something. No sooner does Venus go direct again, you go, what was I thinking? I don't need it. I don't want it. It's too expensive. Mercury retrograde, same thing. Boy, you're pushed, man. I got to make a decision. Mercury goes direct and you go, what was I thinking? That's where we're at right now, and that's what I'm doing right now, watching the new administration. I am greatly disappointed by almost everything they're doing right now. They're toothless. It's the same old with a little different makeup. That's it. But I realize where I'm at right now. I do want to upgrade. I do want a new life. So I'm going to wait. We get to May, things will be clearer. Maybe I'll see more. I hope so. But if you're resonating with this Manifested Tarot reading, green light, just like that Two of Swords. Blind, go carefully. But I'd wait till we get to the 1st of May. That's the reading for today. Back again tomorrow for another Tao Manifested reading. Between now and the next time you and I do get together, hopefully tomorrow, peace and blessings.